What is going on, guys? My name is D-Free, and today I'm joined with Dr. Blick. Now, Blick, I wanted to bring you on for the video because we had a pretty good talk about this the other day. Pretty much what we're going to be talking about, guys, is we're going to be talking about Goku and Vegeta and just their natural strength. You know, a lot of people, obviously Goku is the main character for Dragon Ball Z. Goku has almost always been the stronger character in the series, with the exception of, I think one instance where Vegeta got stronger than Goku in the Cell Saga when he went into the Hyperbolic Time Chamber first. But then obviously that was only like a day or so. But, he's always been stronger. He's the main character, so that's pretty much how that's supposed to work out. But when we look at Goku and we look at Vegeta, Goku's obviously had several mentors. And as far as we know of Vegeta, Whis is the first mentor he's really had. So like I said, Blake, we kind of had a really good talk on this. Why don't you give me your thoughts on, the differences between the two characters, just to start us off here, man.
Vegeta, in my opinion, is naturally stronger. Goku pretty much had to work to get there. He had all the motivation, he had the drive, he had the mentors to help him, stir him on, and bring him on to become the person he is. Like, that motivation and drive just helps him become stronger, because after they fought on Earth, Vegeta was clearly the winner. If it wasn't for people stepping in and helping Goku out, Goku would have obviously lost the fight. But Vegeta went back, did not train at all, while Goku got the Zenkai boost as well. Vegeta did as well, but Goku got the Zenkai boost and also trained on his way to Namek, helping him surpass Vegeta.
Precisely. And when it comes down to Goku, like I said, the first instance we get with Goku, I believe in the first couple episodes of Dragon Ball, just in general, the guy's like, oh, my grandpa trained me, one mentor. Oh, Master Roshi's trained me, two mentors. Oh, just the series, King Kai, and now they're at the point where Whis is training both of them. But as far as we know, Vegeta never really had any formal training. Goku, that's one thing I can give to the guy. Obviously Vegeta trains harder than Goku does, but Goku, I guess that's kind of debatable. But the fact is that Goku is always able to reach new heights, before Vegeta's able to do so. Whereas Vegeta's always kind of like one step behind. But I feel like Vegeta wouldn't have that problem if he had a real mentor. Like I said, because as far as we know, Frieza didn't train Vegeta. Vegeta was just naturally born with more potential than Goku was. Goku was born with such a low power level and sent off to such a distant, weak planet for a reason. He just naturally was a weak guy. He was not supposed to reach the levels that he actually wound up reaching. But I do think that Goku became as strong as he did, like I said, thanks to all of the mentors that he had. I mean, if you think about Goku, the guy, he was trained by the strongest people on Earth at the time, prior to the Saiyans coming. And then he goes to go train with a Kai. He's essentially a god. He's going to go train with this guy and learn some techniques that even the Kai himself never really mastered. Who is this guy? And then on top of that, when you factor in, like you just said, Zenkai boosts and things like that, and the way that they raped Zenkai boosts in the freaking Frieza saga for Goku and Vegeta and Gohan, they abused Zenkai boosts so much. I just think that, Vegeta works very, very hard and valiantly. And if it wasn't for the fact that Goku had so many buffs throughout the series, I think that Vegeta may have been, at least closer. I don't think he could surpass him, because obviously Dragon Ball Z always has been and always will be Goku's story. But, I just feel like Vegeta he's just naturally stronger. He was born with a higher power level for a reason. He obviously wasn't sent off to a low-level planet. He just didn't get the opportunities Goku had. I think that's all it really comes down to, is Goku had millions of opportunities, learned from the best of the best. And now, like I said, in Dragon Ball Super, they're both going to be learning under Whis. So it's no secret that in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, they're said to be pretty close to each other when they achieve the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan transformation. And I think that's partly because Vegeta actually has a mentor for once in Whis. So
the fact that Goku's willing to learn from other mentors kind of stirs him on to be better than Vegeta, because when you look at it, Vegeta most of the time is training on his own. He's most of the time training on his own. When Trunks oh, let me train with you, but the guy be like, nah, bruh, I train by myself. The guy will be like, nah, I train alone. The guy will be like, I train alone. I do not need your help. I don't need this. While Goku was also learning stuff about his son while pushing himself against his son as well, because his son was actually going in hard as well. They're both going at it, learning learning new things while training together, because like you can do as much as you can on your own, but the ability to learn off someone else makes you better in terms of fighting, in terms of anything really. The fact that he was able to learn of all these masters, mentors, all these people kind of helped him learn new things. Because think about Goku, most of Goku's techniques, like Jaden Tastic said, most of them are not even originally his. He learned them from other people. Like instant transmission, he learned that from a different planet. Kamehameha, he learned that from seeing Master Roshi do it. Spirit Bomb, he learned that from King Kai. Most of these moves are not made up by him. He just uses them to his advantage and makes the moves better and more complete. He has a bit of other people, a bit of the people that he's learned moves and bunched it all together to make him what he is today. Vegeta's moves, he made them all up on his own. Like even Gohan had the Masenko, even all these stuff. Like what Jaden Tastic said, Goku's training with other people has helped him get new moves and new abilities. And the fact that Vegeta is able to train with someone and also learn from other people so that he can improve, because no one's really told Vegeta why Goku is pretty much surpassing him, why Goku's better. No one's told him his weakness. Like Goku had people to tell him what he's doing wrong, what he's doing right in terms of training. He had Master Roshi and people like that helping him and telling him what he needs to do to be better. Vegeta's never had that. Vegeta's never really had that. This guy has just pretty much been fighting a pools in like space or something. This guy's been fighting people that are weak and he's been training on your own, because when you got someone looking at the sideline on you or someone that's better than you training you, they can actually tell you what you're doing wrong and what you need to do to improve. And the fact that Goku had that gave him a big advantage. Like you said, Goku had a low power level for Goku had a low power level for a reason, and that reason is the fact that they didn't take into account that you have training. And yeah, that's how I feel about it. If Vegeta was in Goku's situation, Vegeta would be strong as hell. But that's just me and how I feel about it.
I think that if Goku and Vegeta back in the Cell Saga, because you touched on a lot of good points there, if those two would have went into the freaking hyperbolic time chamber together, I feel like they would have been able to reach Super Saiyan 2 probably on their own, because you have to look at it from this perspective. When Goku and Gohan initially went in, yes, they wound up being stronger than Vegeta and Trunks were when they came out ultimately, but the reality is that Goku had to hold himself back to the point that this guy had to train on his own while Gohan was knocked out, just to make sure he was, keeping up and he was able to actually progress. He had to hold himself back until Gohan got on his level when he actually became a Super Saiyan. I feel like if Goku and Vegeta would have, just set their pride aside and went in together, they would have been able to beat Perfect Cell without Gohan having to go Super Saiyan 2. Not to say that they would have went Super Saiyan 2 as I initially said, but they would have been so much stronger than they initially were when they came out. But I think that, with Vegeta, a lot of pride comes into effect with Vegeta, because this guy is like, he's too proud to say, hey, I need this, I need that, I need assistance with this. And that is why I'm loving the character development he's getting in Dragon Ball Super, because this guy is freaking bowing on a knee. When would Vegeta ever do this in Dragon Ball Z? He bowed on a knee and essentially begged Whis to train him. This guy, that is so much character development for Vegeta. It's crazy. And I think that, him humbling himself like that and actually starting to train with other people will lead to him being stronger, as it does. And if you think about Vegeta, as a whole, it's a miracle this guy was able to even keep up with Goku, giving all of the freaking circumstances and all the buffs Goku got. It's a miracle this guy was able to essentially stay right there with him for the most part. I mean, these guys, if you look at it, the Saiyans were not a strong race in general. They were warrior race, yes, but they were not a strong race like that. These guys and their kids hit levels that just were never heard of. So I think that, Vegeta seeing Goku do this and that, and, also pushing himself forward speaks more to Vegeta as a character being able to do it individually, while Goku, yes, he did train individually a lot, but Goku, even his earliest signature move, the Janken Fist, he didn't even teach it. He didn't even learn it himself. He didn't master it. That was Grandpa Gohan's move. I'm like, you're right when you say, and like Jaden Tastic said in his video, Rhyme Style, this guy, he's had so many mentors to the point that this guy has no originality. That's the reality. Goku has no originality. But Vegeta learned all his moves on his own, and he was able to keep up with Goku pretty much on his own. This guy, even in, I keep referencing Super because it's the latest part of Super. Even in episode 16 of Super, this guy is standing on the mountain, just all covered in dirt, like he had been standing there for months. And, you know, and just Whis even says, hey, you know, it's been a while since I've seen you, but you've gotten a lot stronger. What the hell did this guy do to get stronger standing on the mountain? What does this guy, what kind of training does this guy do? Seriously, like, when you talk about, like, a prodigy, these guys are both prodigies, but I think that just natural, raw potential, I'm going to have to give it to Vegeta. Just, like, the simple fact this guy was able to keep up with Goku. I'm gonna have to give it to Vegeta.
There's one thing I want to point out. Yeah, like when he was standing on that mountain, bro, I thought this guy was watching Lion King. The way he was standing on that mountain, looking up in the sky, bro. They should have cued the circle of life the way that guy was standing up in the mountain.
Oh, I actually thought that too. Like, I was like, damn, this is hella Lion King.
Of life. But I know what you mean, yeah. Vegeta, even if Vegeta was a humble guy, he could have actually hit Goku's techniques. But the way he is and the fact that he's so proud kind of stirred him on to actually be better than Goku. Goku's just training because of training's sake. Vegeta's training because Goku is his aim. Goku is his target. He's his rival, the person that he wants to overtake, the person that he wants to surpass. Like, motivation is actually a major factor. Goku's motivation is, I'm just going to do this because I just want to be the best I can be. I just want to carry on constantly improving. Vegeta's motivation is, I'm just being better than Goku, bruh. I'm just being better than him. Like, he even said it to Frieza in Resurrection F. He's like, I need him alive because I need to get stronger, bruh.
Yeah. And that's also why I don't think that he's ever really going to surpass him in the series. Once again, it's Goku's show. The main character doesn't really get surpassed, even though the other gods are surpassing him now. Goku will probably, you know, realistically end up being the strongest character on the show when Super is over. Because he's the main character, of course. Unless, you know, we're talking about One Piece where Luffy isn't always the main character, or the strongest character, my bad. We've talked about that as well. But, you know, I don't think Vegeta will ever surpass Goku in particular, because it's like, when you do that, you take away from Vegeta. Well, now, what is he trying to do now? He's already caught up to him, you know, he's so there goes all his motivation. Like, what is he trying to do now? Now he becomes Goku, just training and fighting just because. So, I don't know. But it was a great, you know, this was a great, discussion, man. Like I said, we had this off camera, off fucking recording, and I just was like, you know, I felt like we needed to bring this, you know, to the channel. So it's great having you on. It's always a pleasure, Blixter. Any final words you wanted to say?
Do you want me to wrap up this video?
Yeah, go ahead and do your outro, man. It's been a long time. Okay. I won't interrupt you either, bro.
Okay. So please comment and subscribe. I know I say this all the time, but at the end of the day, I'm just saying, please like, rate, and enjoy this video. And yeah, it's UK Chocolate Brother. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.
What he said. Deuces.